Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to talk about different types of AV cables. The worst possible AV cable that you can use is an RF adapter, and they normally don't come with consoles anymore because they've been completely replaced with, well, now HDMI and composite before that. This is the RF adapter or RF switch that came with my Sega Genesis, and you plug your cable or your antenna in there, and then you plug this end into your TV. The other end goes into the back of. We would like to play with that now. Goes into the back of the Sega Genesis, and then you would set your channel. You would set your television to channel 3, and the picture would come in there. Problem with this is that the audio and video are coming down the same cable, and they're mixed together and then they're unmixed. And during the process, the television could think that video is audio and audio is video and produce noise or artifacts. Not the type that Indiana Jones finds. Rid of the problem of video being thought as of audio, and audio being accidentally thought of as video, we split the audio and video into a audio cable and a composite video cable. Now, these cables carry the same signal, analog signal, that was received in the on televisions over cable and over the air before digital for years. The one change that they made was to add 2 audio cables instead of 1. Now these cables, they have 2 problems. One of them, the video, is still only standard definition in the United States and Canada. The resolution is 480i, and in PAL regions, like in Europe, the resolution is a bit higher, but it's not high definition by any means. And yet, these cables were the ones that came shipped with the PlayStation 3. Also, the video signal on the composite cable is still a mix of 3 different signals: a black and white signal, a luminance signal, and a chrominance signal. So to make the signal even more clear, you once again have to split those onto different cables, or perhaps different pins. This is my some AV cables that I actually have hooked up to devices, because I don't have any spare ones. Now, if you split the composite cable into various different components, then you get S-Video. Now, S-Video is a old standard of video, and the 4 different S-Video pins are, well, that black pin that looks like a black block is a locking pin, and no data comes across that pin. It holds the S-Video cable in place. The other 4 cables are luminance, chrominance, and black and white video signal. Now, I don't actually know too much about what luminance, chrominance, and stuff are, but by splitting the signal across different pins, you get a clearer signal. It's an old standard back from the Betamax, VHS Wars, and it is only capable of displaying a standard definition. Now, if we take the S-Video and we split each pin into its own individual cable, then you get what is known as component cables. Now, these component cables, because a component cable just means that different parts of the video are on different cables, these component cables follow the YRCABR model or something like that. I'm just going off of memory with that, so don't quote me on it. And you would think that the green cable would contain a green version of the image, the blue cable would contain a blue version of the image, and the red cable would contain a red version of the image. That is not true. They contain the color information, being the chronoments and chronoments, which is like chronoments or whatever, and a black and white video signal. And now because you have three times because you have three cables instead of one, you now have three times the data that you can pump out down the line, or three times the number of chickens you can stuff down the pipe. So these cables will produce a high-definition 1080i, up to a high-definition 1080i signal. And I use component cables for my PlayStation 2 and my Xbox One, original Xbox. I can't call that Xbox One. Not that I did, but I can't... every time I hear Xbox One, I have to make fun of Microsoft's naming scheme there. Something slightly better than component cables. Keep in mind that in order to enjoy a movie or a game, you need 3 video cables and 2 audio cables. No capability for surround sound, and the cables, the data only comes to the television, no data comes back. So, HDMI is a single cable that has the same features as component cables, plus some more. And this is an HDMI cable, and both ends look like this, and if you look at all the pins on the inside, you can see that, it's kind of hard to see the pins here, but, oh wait, you can see them, yeah. If you look at the pins, you can see that there are a lot of functions to HDMI. HDMI will deliver Dolby Digital surround sound. It will deliver true 5 channels. And of course, HDMI, standing for High Definition Multimedia Interface, will deliver 1080p video, and they keep coming up with new versions of HDMI cables. I think they're on 1.4 now. This is actually a 1.4 cable. It has Ethernet in it and 3D support. And HDMI, in terms of image quality, well, it's digital, but it uses a different color model that actually does use a red, green, and blue image, and in terms of visual quality, it looks a bit better than component cables, although I haven't tested this myself. The advantage of an HDMI cable is how easily it goes into a device, and that will carry the audio and video information across that one